Alright, and welcome back everyone. It's your gamer guy, Owen here, otherwise known as Vladdviever online. Recently changed the Twitter handle back, so you can catch me on Twitter now at Vladdviever once again. So, update. While I was off screen, I did grind up some levels a little bit. We have one up here up to 33 now, Liberty at level 32 with a little bit of a ways to weigh, about 1400 experience or so, to get to level 33. I believe 33 is when it evolves into Bronzong. I'm not actually 100% sure, nor do I really feel like checking it out. I did check to see if there was any way I could swap out Future Sight, because I'm beginning to see that it's just not that great of a move on this old guy here. Was hoping that it'd be better, but because you can't stack the Future Sights, it's just not as good as I'd hoped. So the Charge Beam's kind of suboptimal, the Future Sight's not that great, but we're gonna run it and see how it goes. So we are going to give this old gym challenge another try. Hopefully it'll go a little bit smoother this time around. As for Pokemon to lead with, we have one up here, which I believe I'm going to lead with. I did want to double check first though and see whether or not the thing was weak to ice, which I believe it is, being a grass type, but I'm not 100% sure, so we're going to double check that information really quick, and then yeah, just kind of go from there. So, weak to ice, yes. Damage normally by bug, fairy steel, blah blah blah. So it's going to take some extra damage from ice attacks, which I believe the Masquerain knows. So I think with that in mind, we'll lead with let's lead with Becky first, and then we'll see if we can take down the Masquerain. Yeah, so let's try and take down the Masquerain to get rid of that ice weakness, and then we'll try and switch in the Morlo. I'm sorry, 1-up rather, to try and take down the team. Since the reason that I wanted to use 1-up here, and I'll kind of showcase that here, is it has Rain Dish. I'm pointing at the screen, but you guys can't see that. So, Rain Dish is an ability that does let me heal extra life between turns, and because of the terrain, I'll actually gain more life from Ingrain as well. So the goal here is going to be to use Ingrain and Rain Dish to kind of turtle up a little bit, and then use, Nature Power, Giga Drain, Confuse Ray to soften it up. So step 1 though is getting rid of the Masquerain, because the Masquerain is going to deal the most damage. Now let's actually try and switch in. Let's start with Asimov and Liberty. Do I want to start with Liberty? No, let's start with Becky and Asimov. There we go. So the reason we want to start with those two is as follows. We want to use Asimov's Thunder Punch to try and clear the way to take out the Masquerain, and then use Becky's Takedown to kind of follow up, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. Alright, let's do this. I'm really sorry about last time. I probably just got lucky. Let's, do you want to try again? Good luck. I don't understand why she stutters the L. It would make more sense to me to stutter at the G. Like, good luck. Instead of, like, stuttering in the middle of a sentence. Seems like a weird place to stutter. Not that I'm an expert on it at all. Alright, let's see how we do here. Got a few extra levels on us now. Does have the Intimidate to cut the attack, which is kind of frustrating. I guess maybe that's a reason to lead with the other two. But we'll go ahead and take down and Thunder Punch here and see how that goes. We don't want to use the Electro Ball here against the Masquerain because it's going to be like minimal damage. So even though my attack is halved, I think it should still do more damage this way. Energy Ball probably going to come close to KOing Becky if it doesn't outright. I think it survives this hit, but it's... Nope, critical hit. Okay, well that could have gone better. Alright, Thunder Punch. So hopefully that KOs. Alright, awesome. So let's go ahead and bring in... Alright, that could be dicey. Power Gem. Yes. Alright, so Power Gem's a rock move, special attack. So here's the thing. I can get rid of Thunder Punch, which is pretty good here. Electro Ball I can always learn again later, but I kind of like having the... Like, Empress does have higher special attacks, so it kind of benefits me to do it that way. Let's nix Confuse Ray for now. Asmovs are, like, primary offensive force here, so I don't want to be spending a bunch of time, like, Confuse Raying. If Asimov's out, I want to be hurting people. Alright, 1-up. Let's give it a go. Alright, so that the Telluric Seed's going to make give it Shell Armor. So let's use this turn to set up the Ingrain. And then we'll do a Power Gem over here, try and hurt this Lumise. Alright, that could really hurt. I know it's just a regular hit to 1-up here. Okay, perfect. So special attack went down, that is kind of bad, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, doing some damage, Alright, 1-up planting some roots, should get some health back from the Rain Dish here. And the Ingrain should also heal it up by quite a bit. Awesome. So now let's go ahead and drop a Giga Drain on this Anorith here. And let's try and... I kind of want to Thunder Punch this Anorith here, but I think I need to Power Gem down the Lumise again. Oh, it was a critical hit. That's so bad. So lucky. And just outright KO'd Asimov. Alright, let's lead up with Liberty then. And Rat Trap. Alright, so I kind of like Confuse Ray in the Anorith, since it is doing so much damage with the Rock Slide. It'll hopefully kind of prevent it from... Ow. Man, her team has some really nice type coverage here. Alright, let's try a Future Sight. And another Sucker Punch. Alright, not bad, not bad. So hurts out with the Confusion, that should fade a little bit of damage this turn. The Sucker Punch should hurt the Lumise a little bit, and then we'll set up a Future Sight for later on. This is probably going to KO the Liberty. Yep. So that's not the best. So I don't think we're going to be winning this particular fight, although I think that we got some pretty unlucky breaks in the way that the damage broke down. So we're going to send up Simeon. The fact that Rain is still going is kind of frustrating here. So let's do a Mach Punch then here. And let's just do a Stabbed Hyper Fang, see where we get with it. Alright, so it's not very effective. Rock Slide, probably going to KO Simeon. Oh, Rat Trap just straight up avoided it, that's awesome. Oh wow, I can't believe that thing survived. Alright, that wasn't so bad. So let's just do a cut there. And let's see if we can take this thing down with a quick attack. Aqua Jet, yeah, that's gonna KO it. Darn. So hopefully we can take down the Illumise at the very least and get some extra experience or Rat Traps for when we come back and fight this this lady again. 1300. Okay, not the best. Yeah, Naga. So I'm not optimistic I'm going to win this battle at this point. I'm going to still try to just deal as much damage as possible, but more than likely, yeah. Alright, that went less than well. Alright, so let's kind of sit back and think about it. So definitely some bad breaks there. I think leading with 2 physical sweepers against the Masquerade was maybe a little misguided. I don't know if I'm supposed to lead with the 1-up though, because of that icy wind. So it's kind of hard to say. I think Asimov's probably our best chance for killing it in 1 hit though. So what if instead of leading with that, we swap it around this way and see how that goes. Alright, so, Liberty at 1403. So, we know that Asimov is pretty close to not obeying us, right? 2100 experience. Alright, that's kind of dicey, but I think I'm going to run it back one more time, just to kind of gauge where we're at, and then we'll kind of figure out where our strategy's going. I feel like definitely getting that unlucky KO against the Shinotic really hurt us that game, since I feel like another turn or so and we would have been able to really set up the Shinotic to tank a lot of what the gym leader is going to be doing here. So let's go one more time. Yeah, let's do it this way. And I think we'll try and utilize Asimov to deal damage, and in the meantime we'll use Liberty here to try and harass, utilizing like Confused Ray and Hypnosis to weaken it. Alternatively, we could just try and blitz down the Masquerade, which I think might be better. So I think if I just do it like this, I don't actually know if Masquerade's 4 times weak to it or not. I think it is. So Masquerade's a bug flying, which I think that is 4 times weak to rock. So since Power Gem is a rock move, it should deal 4x damage. So let's go with that. Alright, so the Rain Dance is pretty predictable. Not really surprised there. Struggle Bug. So it's going to deal some decent damage to either side. That's going to have Asimov's special attack. So I don't know if maybe the stab, like missing the stab bonus on the Power Gem is going to hurt it that much. But I'm hoping that just because it's 4x it should... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so that definitely helps. Get a Charge Beam in, a little bit of incidental damage. And the special attack goes out. Alright, so far so good. Anorith. So I don't know what... Anorith was from Hoenn, if I remember right. Because I think it's a Brock bug. Ugh, my typing memory is betraying me, I think. So, Anorith. I should know this, because I played Ruby version, and that was the fossil that I chose. So, 2x weak to rock, 2x weak to steel, 2x weak to water. So, that's actually really good, except that it has the Telluric Seed, which is kind of frustrating. So, I guess that means that this turn we have to utilize, like, Confused Ray? Just to kind of harass. And then we'll use Power Gem to try and deal some damage to the Illumise here. Wow, can't believe Liberty survived that. But it's not going to survive the Struggle Bug, so... Damn. Alright, so... That's going to lower the special attack value again, so I may need to switch to using the physical attack move at some point soon. Alright, so... Alright, so let's think about this. I can use Becky, and I do want to get rid of the Anorith here, since the Anorith does have some problematic type covering attacks, but I want to get rid of the Illumise as well. Although the Illumise isn't all that threatening, so maybe I don't know. Let's send out Becky first and see how it goes. Becky's probably going to eat an Aqua Jet here, but I think that should be okay. So I think we'll try and... Damn. I don't know too much about this Anorith, or I should know more. Its defense isn't bad, so maybe I should go with... No, I think the right move is just to try and take down the Illumise and do as much damage to it as possible. Although maybe I should be prioritizing the Anorith because it does have the Rock Slide, which is a problematic move to fight against just because it does damage both of my guys at the same time. But Illumise, same thing, has the Struggle Bug, which is, you know, lowering my guys' special attack values and dealing more damage just by virtue of being in the forest. Oh, I can't believe it missed. That's kind of bad. Alright, let's just hit it with Flail. It should do enough damage to outright kill it at this point. Hopefully she just Hyper Potions. Okay. Aqua Jet. Live, please. Damn. Yeah, just not doing very much damage. I'm pleased that Asimov is living right now, though. So... I think Anorith takes 1x damage from grass moves, so... let's send up Rat Trap for now. I think priority is going to be to try to take down the Illumise, although I suspect that Illumise is going to KO Asimov right now, so... Is that reason enough to switch? I don't think so. Because even if I switch, it's just not going to do anything. Yeah. Because, like, what am I doing? Switching into Shiinotic there? But, like, then when Anorith comes up, Asimov comes back up, it's still going to be in the same position where it just dies before it actually gets to act. So I think in this position, it's better to simply, do it this way. Alright, so let's lead with... Alright, so let's send out Simeon here. And let's let's quick attack there. And let's see if we can cut down the Anorith. Because cut will do double damage, so I think that might be one of my strongest ways to actually hurt the Anorith. If the Rock Slide doesn't outright kill it. Of course it did. So Simeon, predictably, misses the cut, of course. I wasn't even aware that cut missed all that often, so kind of a shocker for me. Alright, let's get a Confuse Ray in. Or actually, do I want to get an Ingrain? No, let's get a Giga Drain in. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, please miss on Simeon. That Air Cutter's probably going to kill them both. Damn. Well, darn. Alright, let's reanalyze. So, Asimov's super good there. Liberty kind of medium, not really super impressed. Although maybe once it evolves, it'll be a little bit better. That's certainly something to consider. I'm wondering just how else I can do this. I'm wondering if it's time to bring out good old Sagiri again. Since with Sagiri, I'm not sure 100% on its typing, but I think it should be okay. Like its stats are kind of universally low, but I'm just kind of like trying to think if it's worth it. So it's only gonna be weak to Psychic and Ground, which I don't think either of her Pokemon, any of her Pokemon can utilize. It's gonna resist Grass, which shouldn't really be a problem here. It's resisting to Bug, so that's kind of good. Poison Fighting, of course. I mean, she's still gonna have plenty of type coverage on it, so that's not like a huge thing, but perhaps it's worth considering. Since it looks like we're gonna have a difficult time outspeeding her. Utilizing Unagi isn't the worst thing in the world, but with so many grass attacks early on, it's kind of difficult to say. So let's take a look at Sagiri and see what we can do with her. So Stockpile Sludge, take down Toxic Spikes. So we could utilize Sagiri to try and toxic spikes down the team, although I think that the fights are generally lasting long enough to where it's not going to be relevant. Summary. We could try using Charlie. Not really too hot on it, no pun intended. Because here's the thing, right? It's like, it's not going to be weak to the flying attacks, but still going to be having a hard time with that Anorith when that comes up, so kind of unsure about it. Oh, forgot to mention, we did capture a shiny Diglett off screen, so I guess we can actually check out and see what's going on here. Sandforce. So we did pick up Bulldoze, Magnitude. I guess one option is to try and grind up the Diglett. Being Jolly, though, I don't think that's the best nature for it. Well, it's not bad, actually. It does raise its speed and lowers its special attack, so that's actually kind of a good for a Diglett. Since Diglets are generally kind of quick anyways, well, Dugtrios at least are quick anyways, so you kind of want to make them into, like, physical sweepers. So, Bulldoze, not too bad, I guess, and it does lower their speed. Magnitude, also not bad. So yeah, this is actually kind of a reasonable Diglett. We may actually end up using this at some point. So we're going to actually set it down here, along with Unagi, who earns an honorary spot there. I don't see us ever actually utilizing Seltzer at this point. So we're going to set him over in the abandoned box. There's still some chance we may use Dirty Dirty, although I don't really see it right now, so I'm going to keep it over here for now. With kind of a dubious eye on it. I'm not really sure that we're going to need another Eradicate, given that we already have one. So yeah. Caesar, not bad in the grass terrain. Leech Seed, not terrible. Bite, not terrible. Actually, I have to be honest, Caesar's not terrible as a Pokemon. So if we ever are in need of like a real grass type, that's certainly something to consider. Other than Shiinotic, of course. Ape Escape, on the other hand, may be another story. So, type-wise, it's plus special defense, minus special attack. Special attack is going to be normal. So we could, I don't know, it's just too low of a level right now. I mean, maybe in the future I could grind this thing up off screen, but that's going to be for another time. Brynhilder, I just don't see it at this time. I think we have enough fighting types, so I'm not really sure that we need it. Taru, I am optimistic we will one day get to use this thing, but today I don't think is that day. Sagiri, still chance we may use it. So here's kind of where I'm at for Pokemon that we can reasonably consider using coming up. Let's see. So just to double check the worthless box. We also have a couple of shiny things over here, so I guess we can set these over here. Alright, so let's take a look here. Nope, that's worthless. Nope, not seeing it. Nope, nope. Birdman. Man. That's a lot of grinding to get this thing up there. I mean, Pidgeot's not a great Pokemon, but we kind of need some game against this bug trainer, so I'm kind of wondering if it's actually even worth it at this juncture, given where we're at. So, it does evolve at 36, so that's something. It does pick up... What does Pidgeotto get? Because, it's going to be a Pidgeotto when I'm fighting this thing. And Pidgeotto's primarily a physical attacker. It's not going to have a lot of special attack. Although it's still pretty close, so it's not, horrendous if I have to utilize that. Man, it's it doesn't even get wing attack until 37. That's just so bad. So like my primary offensive moves are gonna be like Gust. Ugh, that doesn't even sound remotely attractive. What about Pit of though? Pit of is kind of interesting. Pit of. So Pit of I think was Sinnoh, if I remember right. I know this isn't exactly the most engaging stream when I'm just like checking websites off the top, but yeah. I do need to check it though. Pit of, no, that was Unova. I should know that. So Pit of evolves at 21 into good old Tranquil. Does have Super Luck, so I have a higher crit rate chance. Does get Air Cutter at level 15, so that's pretty good. What's the special attack look like? It is awful. Okay, so we could try it that way. We would get Air Slash as well. Razor Wind, don't see myself utilizing. And it evolves into Unpheasant at 32. So actually, let's check the stats on Unpheasant and see where we're at for that. Because it might not be the worst idea in the world to try it. Okay, so its physical attack is where you want to be. 32, 33, it learns Air Slash. The thing is, like, it's just learning all of these, like, special attack moves. And it really wants to be like a physical attacker. So it's just not like the best combination of stuff in the world. I mean, it'll have a higher than normal crit ratio, so like that's not awful, but it's just like it wants to be a physical attacker. So like what moves am I realistically using? It's like quick attack. And then like maybe I could, you know, grind up, you know, polka dollars to battle at the casino or something and get Facade as an attack move, which is pretty strong on it. No, this just seems like a terrible idea. I'm kind of off it. Alright, the Duke. I don't see us using the Duke ever again. I am so sorry, everybody who is a Duke fan. Steve, I don't see Steve being all that good here either. Koth, on the other hand, some consideration, I will say. Slacking is not horrendously weak. And I believe we do have an ability capsule, so that is something that could combo well with the Slack Off for this one battle. That being said, Slack Off, it doesn't turn to a Slack Off until 36, so something to keep in mind. In the meantime, the Vigoroth itself has some okay attack values, I think. Attack value is an 80, so not terrible, I guess. Move-wise, what am I looking at? Uproar? No, it's not good. What, Slash? Slash is my big payoff? Alright, I guess. Chip Away? Chip Away's okay, I guess. Focus Punch. Slackoth, I think, picks up some other stuff, though, right? So it gets like Swagger, Chip Away, Counter Flail, Fling, Punishment, Hammer Arm. So some legitimately strong moves, and again, it is a slacking. It does have some pretty strong attack values, like 100 defense, 160 attack, but it needs some stuff with some special defense, so I don't know, still not really feeling it, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of where I'm at right now, I think, for, like, stuff we can actually even utilize. I think we'll want to try and level up Liberty, then. Rat Trap did surprisingly well during that battle. I'm still, like, I'm kind of, like, continually unimpressed with Simeon thus far in this battle. Like, just the fire type seems kind of bad, so I'm not sure if maybe I should still be using it, or what. I don't know. I think I will try and level up this Diglett, though. That's not insane, right? I don't think it's insane. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it would be great if I could get, like, Spike set up. It's insane to try and use Sagiri. I don't think it is. Maybe try and... So Asimov definitely pretty critical here. I think I just want to see what Liberty's going to do once it levels up. And I think in the meantime we'll try and swap out Becky for Sagiri for now. I know it's trash. I totally get it. But the fact that this thing is just like kind of meh against Anorith is kind of frustrating me a little bit. So I want to try something else. Caesar's not insane either, utilizing the grass type to fight against the bug type, so I think that was also a thing. And the interesting thing too about Pansage as well, actually, is that now that I have a Leaf Stone, I can actually evolve this thing once it gets up to a higher level. Specifically, once it picks up like Acrobatics or something, at level 31, that's actually not a terrible idea. The thing is, once I do evolve it, though, it's never going to be able to get Crunch, so... But it's a pretty significant change to its stats, right? Goes to like 98, nearly 100 attack. I mean, it's overall still kind of a weak Pokemon, but its move pool is going to be somewhat reasonable with like Seed Bomb Acrobatics, and then like Nature Power or something for some utility there. Bite. I mean, I'll just have to kind of settle for Bite, I guess, until Crunch. Like, because it's not going to get Crunch, I guess. So I'm just going to have to live with that, I guess. Grass Knot. Fling Torment. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's swap out Asimov because we don't actually need the levels on him right now. Sorry about that. Alright, yeah, so I kind of like that. Let's check out Panpour, the blue one, and let's see what that looks like when it gets some levels under it. I know stat-wise it's going to be pretty similar. Still going to be weak to grass, so that's going to be kind of bad. But once the Energy Ball Pokemon goes away, it's similar moveset. It picks up like Scald at 22, which is pretty good. Pretty strong water move, acrobatics as well. Does pick up Brine at 34. If the target's HP is down to about half, the attack will double in power. So that's kind of strong too. And then like attack wise, it's like kind of the same. I don't really think that I have a... I'm not sure if I have a Water Stone or not, but I'd consider using it here. Certainly. So, could try Ape Escape at another time. Man, if Overrun only if Overrun wasn't weak to ice so significantly. Like, here's my deal, right? Like, I really would like to use Overrun here because the Stealth Rock would be really, really good. But here's why I can't do it. The Masquerain has Energy Ball, number one. Number two, the Anorith has Aqua Jet. So it's like, if either of those two Pokemon come up, I'm just never going to get to attack with this thing. Because it's 4 times weak to ice and water. And grass, rather, for that matter. So it's just like, it's super unlikely. Like, with so many of the enemy Pokemon having such coverage against Overrun, I just don't see myself being able to get a Stealth Rock down. Because like if I lead with Overrun, it's just going to do 2 attacking moves in that first turn instead of using Rain Dance, and it's just going to outright KO it, I expect. Still something to consider, though. Alright, so let's try it, I guess. I guess one last thing we should probably check too is just for good measure, let's check Goldeen and see when it evolves into Seeking, and see if we can pick up like a physical water move with it. I don't think it learns any on its own. I think that the main water move you would want to use that's physical with it is like a waterfall, which I think is an HM in this game, but I don't actually remember, so I'm not going to be able to like double check it, but I will be able to kind of take my best guess, I guess. Slowpoke, Rapidash, Graveler, Tentacool, Machop, Alakazam, Growlithe. God, what number is this thing? I don't remember at all. Golduck, Mankey. There we go, Goldeen. Alright, Goldeen. Garbage stats, right? Yeah, it's like 60s and 35s and whatever. It evolves at level 33. Okay, so not undoable. Let's check Seeking and see where we're at. Seeking for physical moves. We have Waterfall at 40. Okay. Alright, that's not super helpful here, because I'm not going to be able to get this thing to level 40 by then, but attack-wise not bad, special defense isn't awful, regular defense kind of bad, but kind of interesting how its special defense shoots up so much. Interesting. I wonder what level up it uses. If it uses X or Y, or Omega Ruby, Omega Sapphire. I'm sorry, Omega Rupee, Alpha Sapphire. Because if it uses the Alpha Sapphire level ups, then actually I could probably check that, right? So it's level 30. So level 30, it should have Agility at 29. Whereas the other level up gives it Agility at 56. Which means that I believe this Goldeen is going to learn Waterfall before it actually evolves into 37? No, Waterfall 32. That's actually really good. I think I may have just sold myself on Unagi. Alright, we're doing some team surgery here, guys. We're making it happen. So we probably will end up using Azumab in this final fight. I think I may nix the Simeon, though. It just hasn't been all that helpful. So we're going to try heading back down to the underground for a little bit, see if we can grind up our team, and then see if we can make this happen with a little bit of surgery. Also interesting to note that it's raining in the game. Wonder if that correlates at all to my to the slight chance of rain tomorrow. Alright, so currently leading with Caesar. Let's try and get Unagi up first. And let's see if we can get some levels on that fish. Oh, interestingly enough, I wasn't really intending on changing teams at all, so I'm gonna have to switch out the overlay. Alright, let's hit this thing with a water pulse. Water pulse. Jeez. You know, it's hard times when the Chingling is actually, like, putting up a legitimate fight. And look at the thing. It did, like, 53% or 55% of my health. Pretty bad, I would say. Alright, team-wise, let's do some surgery, right? So... Alright, don't have the Ampharos with us. Pansage, interestingly enough, is... Becky, no go. Monferno, no go. Goldeen. And... let's see. So, and then Sagiri, interestingly enough. And here I had thought that I wouldn't use Trubbish again. Alright, certainly an interesting team, but one that I'm willing to roll with. Alright. Alright, this Graveler. Alright, let's see how this Water Pulse does. It's sturdy. That's so frustrating. And that's probably going to kill it unless it's fire type move. Of course it's not. Alright. Let's send up Liberty. That really hurt. Alright, that was doing way more damage than it really should. TBH. Wild Graveler's confused. Self-destruct. Please live. Whew. Alright. Well, that could have gone better. Back to the Pokemon Center. I wonder what this guy says. Lapis is the richest ward in Reborn. Unfortunately, that also makes it a prime target for gang activity. You don't say. It's almost as though I had joined a gang already. I suppose I could follow up with them and see what's going on. Maybe they'll have some experience for me. You think maybe they'll have some experience for me? I forget where our hideout is. Where is our hideout? I don't actually know where our hideout is anymore. It's kind of a bad thing, right? If I'm a member of a gang, I should know where our hideout is. I think it's this way. You acted valiantly, Erica. Your presence was crucial in our victory. If you'd like, keep the ponytail we acquired. Consider it your payoff. Magma Gang's gonna be hurting after a resounding loss like that. We're gonna take some time to think about our next move. Check in again soon. Alright. Water Pulse. That double speed from Swift Sim. It's really nice. Oh, that could hurt. Oh no. Oh no. Don't KO. Man, this low defense on Unagi is really frustrating. It's like it just dies to everything. I think that's part of the problem right now. We do need probably a couple more levels, but I think just like also typing on the last battle was kind of rough too. It just seems like a lot of her attacks are just pretty strong coverage against what we're doing. So, not the best situation in the world. I think taking Simeon off the team, while it does stink, does help us out. And at least we're like keeping some like monkey representation with Pansage here. Once we get him up to where he can pick up acrobatics, though, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Since the acrobatics is a really strong move. See how the water pulse does damage-wise. Yeah, it's about the same. After a stockpile, though. So this should get Unagi to level 31. We want to get to, I think, 33 in order to evolve it. Yeah, not bad. Alright. Man, it really was a mistake to get rid of Confusion on Liberty here. I was wrong. I was blinded by the 120 power. I was a fool. I was a fool. Oh god. Chubby Cheeks. God, is that what's awaiting Liberty? Alright, let's swap out Chubby Cheeks for or swap in Sagiri, I guess. Sagiri should be able to take an attack from that thing. Man, that kinda hurt. Jeez. If he uses Pursuit, it's done for. Crunch. Tank it! Yeah! Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that rain dish. Crunch. Yep. Try attack! Hadouken. Alright, well that could have gone better. Oh man. Struggles. The struggles are real, everyone. So yeah, let's just keep on going. Keep on rolling. See what some of these guys say. Trainer, have you heard the legend of the Savage? Would you like to? No, I think we heard it before. Fair choice, it's not for the faint of heart. I hear there are two rival gangs that fight for control of this ward. I'll take them both on. Yeah, I don't see that happening, actually. Suicide and terrorism? What rubbish. The Lapis War is above such ostentatious things. Alright, guy. This is normally such a quiet and peaceful ward, but lately... what? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Alright, no, seriously though. Need to finish making our guys strong like bulls. Strong like tauros. That's the proper thing to say, right? Alright, let's send in one up. And this should level up Bronzor. Yeah, it did like no damage. Alright, let's hit it with a nature power. What's it gonna be? Can I just teach a try attack instead of nature power? Alright. This is it. Alright, Liberty evolved into Bronzong. Try to learn block. Yes? Okay, it just prevents it from switching. Alright, let's check his defenses now. "91 defense, 93 special defense." See, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so now we have something that we need to do. We need to retire the Bronzor image in our overview. Whoop! There it goes. Alright, let's see if we can find it. I don't actually remember if I put together this one or not. I may have to put one together really quickly. I think I may have done it in advance, though. Anticipating the day that this would happen. Of course not. I was a fool. Alright, let's see if this sprite site is still up and running. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Images. Alright, let's see if we can put together a little thing for our overview here. And then afterwards we have some business to attend to. Mostly with seeing if we can rename this thing. I had an idea for something. Good old Bronzong. Kind of wish that this thing had levitate, though. Gotta be honest. It's kind of, it's the better of the two, in my opinion. Between heatproof and the options, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut this thing. Alright. Alright. Oh god, it's humongous. Oh god, it's too big. Let's do 600 and 500. Transparency. Better. Alright, let's see if this will do the trick. Export as... I know, super fun watching me click around on this and putting something together, but you know what? I need to do it at some point, so should have done it beforehand. Alright, let's see if we can do it this way. Alright, let's shrink this buddy down. I don't know how that's going to look on the screen. It might be a little bit pixely, but it should be okay for now. We'll correct it later, I suppose. I suppose we really want it to be like kind of bigger though, right? Like yay big maybe. What if we just did it like this? What if we did it like this? It's just like I am here. It's kind of amusing. No, we can't do that, right? It's like, no, we can't do that to old Liberty here. Problem is that Liberty is just way too big now. Cool, close enough. I'm actually really not happy with that at all, but what else am I going to do, right? Let me try it this way instead. See if I can do a new one. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try it this way. Export as. Let's try it this way. Yeah, we'll just use this one for now. It's going to bother me for a little while, but, you know, what can I do? I recently discovered how to utilize the crops. So now I can actually do it the right way. Kind of funny how that happens, right? Actually already looks quite a bit cleaner. Alright, cool. We'll just run it like that for now. Sorry about the detour, everyone. Good like 5 or 6 minutes of fiddling with GIMP. So, let's heal up, and then we have a visit to make to, well, one of our first starting areas. Actually. Because I would like to rename Liberty. To what, you ask? Well, I know at least one person already knows, but I kind of made a, we had an agreement, early on, once we caught Liberty, if it evolved. So, Liberty has evolved, which means it has earned its new name. Of course, now I have to figure out where the place is. I think it's this way, right? Alright, let's critique Liberty's name. Liberty Prime. From now on, this Pokemon shall be known as Liberty Prime. A better name. A superior name for Liberty Prime. Alright, Rat Trap, Unagi, Sagiri, 1-up. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Isn't Agab a great name? Agab? My husband, the Name Rater, is a little unusual among those in his profession. Unlike the Name Raiders in other regions, he doesn't care if the Pokemon you'd like to raid was traded to you. He'll give it a new name if you'd like anyway. That's right, because screw everybody else, their names suck, his names are great. I'm assuming that's his logic there. Alright, so, now that's taken care of. Let's, switch around. Alright, let's, get Unagi ready. Because Unagi's due for a level up soon, too. Alright, let's just go straight to the underground. Straight for the underground. Underground. Ah. Stupid Noibats. Stupid Noibats. Can I fight this thing in here? I don't think so. I think it's just gonna beat me up. I'll send Sagiri. Sagiri can probably fight this thing, right? Of course not. Nope, that's gonna do like a ton of damage. Yep. Sludge it. Drench it in sludge. Eat the poison. Sludge it. Sagiri putting in work, once again. Hopefully we can find some Gravelers that are a little bit more willing to get beat up. Alright. So, I think it's kind of interesting that it seems like a lot of the gym battles are giving me quite a hard time. And I've been kind of thinking about why that is. And I think part of it is just because I'm not grinding a ton. And also, like, my variety of Pokemon isn't, like, humongous. I'm also, like, not doing a great job of constructing my teams, I would just kind of say. And I'm just kind of ruminating here on the matter. I could be doing much... Like, there's other stuff I could be doing, I think. I mean, the gym battles are always going to be difficult, but given, like, the variety of Pokemon that I have available to me, I don't know that I could be doing much better without just, like, more grinding in general. I mean, I guess there's, like, some consideration to the fact that, like, I'm just, like, kind of rusty, so you know, I'm not like super great at like knowing types and stuff, and like that definitely factors in. It's not zero, you know. Um, let's send Liberty Prime, see how she does, or he does, or it does, I suppose. Yeah, like nothing. Charge beam. Yeah. Quite a bit more damage than it used to do. Of course, that was a critical, so perhaps it's not the most indicative. Yeah, so I think just like, you know, trying to like widen up the variety of Pokemon that I'm utilizing will definitely help a bit. Also, too, I do need to like... I do need to get quite a bit more levels up on this guy. Okay, special defense is low too. That's gotta suck. Hopefully it doesn't have sturdy. Yeah. So like once upon a time, sturdy didn't actually work the way that it does. So in like the more recent games, sturdy functions such that if you're at full health, nothing can one-hit KO you. Which, you know, when it was initially introduced, it was only like attack against like horn drill, guillotine. I'm sorry, guillotine. Moves like that, right? So like it was super, super narrow. But then it was upgraded in a way. So now it's better. But that means that for now until the rest of time, it's always going to be super annoying to, you know, grind against those kind of Pokemon. So. I wonder if I outspeed this thing. I don't think I do. But I'm willing to test it. I do? I'm sure. Well, I guess it's level 25, so. I was like, oh, wow, I'm super fast. No, just that much higher of a level. So, something to keep in mind, I guess. Alright, hopefully this thing doesn't have sturdy. Please be a rocket graveler. Yeah! I love seeing those gravelers because they're like 500 experience a pop. Pretty good. Pretty good. Sorry. Cat was being a little bit finicky there. Wanted to kind of distract it. Alright, let's get some grind in. Another Noibat. Man, I really wish I could like utilize Noibat in some like meaningful capacity. Like, its stats right now are just super low, and it doesn't evolve until level 40, so if, like, even though it would be kind of cool to have it for this gym, I'm just in a situation where, like, I can't afford to level it that high. Quite literally, actually, because if I did bring it up that high, it wouldn't even listen to me most of the time. And I'm also kind of running into an interesting issue here where, like, Asimov, who would be really powerful in this gym battle, he's going to be, at level 35, so, like, I can't really utilize him all that well, because he's going to be, like, he's going to level out of my control range pretty quickly. So that's kind of something else that's going to be interesting. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to try and find money somewhere or sell some stuff to afford a common candy to get rid of it. Or to get rid of a level. Kind of an interesting position to be in, I would say. Don't deal much damage, please. Jeez, critical hits. Alright, let's try Sagiri. Not too bad, not too bad. Kind of interesting that now you took 430 more. And then it gets Waterfall, which is actually really, really strong for gold for Sea Kings. That said, I actually have like no life on this thing, so I do have to get it to a Pokemon Center. Post haste. Yep. So I was kind of thinking about last time I was streaming. I'm considering doing some Magic the Gathering content coming up soon. So I figured I'd use an opportunity to kind of talk about my Magic the Gathering background, as it were. And then, you know, kind of explain why that's kind of something I was thinking about doing. So, for anyone who's kind of in the know, it's no secret that I've been kind of, that I've kind of fallen out of love with Hearthstone, not terribly long ago. And, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, just like the metagame has been super stale for me. I'm not enjoying the game as much as I used to. And it's kind of hard for me to pin down why exactly. Like, I don't know if it's just like fatigue from like just seeing the same strategies over and over again. It might also be a little bit of frustration with the way that Blizzard generally handles their nerfs and their metagame construction. It's kind of hard to say. It did happen to correspond with the change to patches, which I don't know if that's made things better, but for me it has less to do with the changes and more to do with just like the management of the whole thing has really kind of frustrated me in a way that it's kind of difficult to explain. So I'm going to do my best to kind of put those thoughts together while I'm, you know, kind of mindlessly grinding away here. So I don't agree with the way that Blizzard handles its nerfs. Now, when I first got on board with Hearthstone, I thought it was a really cool thing that they could like dynamically alter cards. They could, you know, nerf and errata cards like in real time. And I thought to myself, oh, that's really interesting. Kind of an unintended consequence of that, though, is the complete erasure of decks that you might... Yeah, Waterfall, awesome. Let's get rid of Aqua Ring. This move's garbage. Cool. Is the complete erasure of, like, decks that you might, like, really enjoy. And it's kind of weird to think about it, but follow me on this, right? So, when you have a deck that you really enjoy, let's say Old School Handlock, right? And in Old School Handlock, oh wow, that did a lot of damage. How much more attack does Goldeen have? Oh wow, yeah, it's like not even remotely close, it's like nearly double. That's great. Yeah, so, back to my story. So, with the way they handle it, like, let's say you really enjoy Handlock. When they nerfed Molten Giant into the ground, no pun intended, they effectively erased that deck from the game. So, not only does it lead to that, like, feel-bad experience of, like, I had a card that did a thing and now it does something completely different, or it does something different enough to where it's just not as good as it used to be. But you also have that situation where, like, even decks that you might have enjoyed at one point, like, you just can't play. And I don't like that they keep doing this over and over again, that they keep, like, a deck becomes problematic because of poor foresight, and then suddenly they're like, alright, let's just nerf the key card into the ground. So, it keeps happening, and I feel like, in some ways, the fact that their ability to like alter their cards on the fly has made them a little bit too willing to break things, in a way. You know, with like basically what I'm saying is like perhaps their testing process is a little bit too lax, because there's no sense of permanence to anything that they do. Anytime they break a card, or they break a format or whatever, although they can always just nerf it back to whatever it was. But like to me, that's just really unsatisfying, because you don't really get to enjoy the nuances of like exploring the metagame. I don't really like their rotation style right now. Like the The core set just staying the core set forever, I don't like. I don't like that there's just a bunch of strategies that I would like to be able to do that are just like completely invalid. Again, it's kind of hard for me to kind of articulate exactly what's going on here for why this has happened. So, like, definitely part of it is definitely just feeling fatigued from battling the same decks over and over again. It sucks, honestly, and it's frustrating to consistently lose to Priest and Warlock over and over again. Some decks that had game against it were affected by the nerfs. So, like, that's part of it, too. So, yeah. Hearthstone, just not really interested in it anymore. I may still boot it up every once in a blue moon, but honestly, it's just not something that I'm really interested in even entertaining at this point in time. This is going much smoother, by the way, now that I have an actual attacking move. Also, the fact that I keep running into Sandshrews and stuff I can kill in one hit also helps. So, Magic. I started playing Magic back around in Invasion. So it was like around the year 2000-ish. Maybe 99, maybe, yeah, like 99, 2000. So, I learned to play Magic along with my little brother and a neighbor. And we played a little bit. And we didn't really get like super involved in the game until I would say just around when Scourge came out. So some years later. So at that time, we started getting more involved in the game, and we started like learning it. Like not just like learning how to play the fundamentals, but like learning some actual strategy to it. So Scourge came and went. Next up came like 8th edition, and there were some other sets that came in and went. I would say that by the time that Mirrodin came out, it was kind of my first real taste of limited. So what's limited? Limited is like arena in Hearthstone. So, and also I guess tangentially rocking back to the Hearthstone matter. Just the state of arena really is like bummed me out as well. I don't find arena fun anymore, which is kind of sad because that was like one of my favorite parts of the game. Anyways, tangent over. So back over to our present situation with Magic. So I started learning how to play Limited. So in Magic, they have different formats similar to most other card games. So in Magic, they have a format called Limited, which is where you're building with a, well, limited card pool. In the case of Booster Draft, you are drafting off 3 packs of Magic, taking 1 card out of each, and then passing them around the table until you eventually have a full deck. Well, a full 40-card deck. And so my first real draft was like Mirrodin block. Now, Mirrodin was a pretty gross set. It ended up kind of breaking Magic for a time. So it has some infamy in regards to that. But it was the first time I really had like a taste of what Limited really was. So, and I was hooked. Playing draft, really enjoyed it. I wasn't particularly good at it yet, but I enjoyed it. Alright, Unagi's evolving. This should be good. So it had around 50 attack when we last checked, so let's check and see what Sea King's attack value is going to bump it to. Let's see now. Alright, Sea King. Yeah, Unagi. Quite a bit more HP too. So 68. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that should deal some damage. Alright, let's put up Caesar then and see if we can get some levels on this guy. Get some chimp action going on. See if we can seed bomb this thing into the ground. Seed bomb! That's an adorable sound, by the way. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Boom. Yeah. Alright, so, for Magic the Gathering, I think my favorite way to play the game is definitely limited. Booster Draft's a thing that I really, really enjoy. So I was thinking of trying out some limited on stream. The current format, or the current set, I guess, is Rivals of Ixalan limited. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, so Rivals of Ixalan is where I'm at right, is what the current set is. So, Rivals, I've drafted a couple times. Most recently I've been doing some Chaos drafts at the local store. They don't have those in Magic Online, unfortunately. I would love if they implemented such a thing, where you could just sit with any 3 packs. That would be pretty sweet, but it's not meant to be. So, oh, that's gonna hurt. That's brutal. Alright, well that didn't go as well as planned. Although we did get to level up our Goldini into Sea King, so it wasn't completely unproductive downstairs. Alright, so Eradicate Liberty Prime. Alright, so we got some grinding to do here. Cool. So yeah, Rivals of Ixalan. I am kind of medium on Ixalan right now. Well, the triple Ixalan I didn't really like. I'm not a huge fan of formats where I have to play super aggressive or I have to play super conservative. I like formats where I can kind of choose my mode, as it were. So, with Ixalan, similar to kind of like triple Amonkhet, it was a pretty quick format. Not as fast as triple Amonkhet was, but still pretty quick. So I wasn't like a huge fan. So yeah, I was thinking of trying it out. There's not like a huge number of money cards in triple Ixalan. Also, 2 Masters 25 is coming out, so that's pretty sweet. Oh. Oh, I want that Pokemon. Let's Seed Bomb it. I want to catch that thing. No! No! Don't do this! Why? God, why? Why? It was a shiny Alola Graveler with gold teeth. It was gonna be so gangster. Why could it? How much time have I spent underground? I've never seen one of those before. Only to run across it, and then it immediately blows itself up. Immediately blows itself up. Like, why even do this to me, game? Like, is it just to torment me? Because now you know what I'm going to want to do. I'm going to want to catch it, right? I'm going to want to stay down there until I catch one. And I don't even know what the difference is. I don't know what the Alola Graveler does, or what its typing is. It might be, like... I don't even know, right? Like, I guess I could find out, right? But, like, now I really want one. Why would you do that to me, game? Just why? Wasn't it a Alola Graveler? I don't even know what it was. I don't know if maybe that's just the Alola Graveler. I don't know. I don't even know what I just fought against. I assume it's Alola. But like, what's its typing? Rock Electric? Oh man, I would have killed for a Rock Electric type. Well, I mean, not literally kill, but like that's way better than Ground Rock, I would say. Because like, I mean, yeah, I would take 4x damage from ground. Jesus Christ. It's actually not 100% clear to me that that would be better. It would be less weak to grass and less weak to water. I guess that's worth, right? I don't know that I would get one, but still. It's like, come on. Why would you do that to me, game? Actually, I suppose I could just check the Pokedex, right? I don't even know. I hope I find one again. But it was shiny too. That's... ugh. That sucks. That sucks so bad. I was gonna, like, do untold things to catch that Pokemon. It had gold teeth. I'm so upset about that. So upset. Alright, well I guess I'll revert back to my story then about magic, so yeah, Ixalan's fine. I've had some success drafting it at the local stores, but that's not necessarily indicative that I'm very good at it. The last time I really drafted a lot on Magic Online, though, would have been back during Cons of Tarkir, Triple Cons. I love that format. I drafted the shit out of that format. Yeah, that was awesome. So, I don't enjoy, I do not enjoy Rivals as much as I enjoyed Cons, but it's not awful to draft. I know whenever they eventually add back the cube to Magic Online, I'll definitely try that out. I know typically it's more so around the holiday time, so I'll probably have to wait many months before I get to try it out again. But next time it'll certainly be worth trying. And in the meantime, I can always entertain. In the meantime, I can always kind of entertain the enjoyment that comes with just regular draft. That said, I'm kind of curious what everybody else thinks. Man, these chickens are kind of annoying. It's not even clear to me that I actually want to be killing these things, since I think they give special attack, and Caesar's probably going to be more of a physical attacker. Although I suppose its stats are about the same either way, but still, it seems like the majority of its movesets are more towards physical attacking. So maybe that's a indication as to why I should be sending it, you know, against like Beedrills and stuff over in the other ward, but so be it. Don't kill it. Wow, survive with just like 2 life left. Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to that. I think for our gym battle, though, I do want to try it out with a slightly different team this time coming up. I think I'm going to leave Becky in the box. Being weak to grass and water is just too big of a downside, and I don't think that its power is high enough to where I can afford for it to be so slow. I do want to try out... So, I want to try out these 4 Pokemon. I'm kind of feeling Sagiri. Or Caesar. One of them is getting swapped out for Ampharos. So here's my thought, right? So Caesar's going to have Acrobatics. Acrobatics is like a 110 flying move against a bug type, so that's going to be a very powerful attack against like Illumise or something. I could start that battle, and if I lead with Ampharos, I could lead with like Ampharos at 35, use Power Gem, knock out the Masquerain, use Caesar to Acrobatics down the Illumise. I don't know if that's going to do enough damage to do that in one hit, but that's got to be close, right? No, because the Caesar is going to be a physical attacker, so I need something that's going to take it down with a special move. Take down the Illumise with a special move. Crap. But once it gets the Rain Dance set up, it won't be that bad. Maybe I'll try using Sagiri instead. I'm not sure if the bugs are resisting. Do bugs resist poison? I'm not really sure. I do want to head to another ward, but I'm not going to not waste, but yeah, I don't know. I will do a little bit more grinding, and we'll kind of see where we come up. But we've been going on it for about an hour and a half, so not too much longer, I think, for our next one. So here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and call it for this evening. So let's give it a save. Alright everyone, well thank you so much for stopping in for our brief little stream today and our brief little rumination. When I do go back on, I will definitely check out hopefully some Magic Online at some point in the near future. In the interim, you can always catch up on our streams on my personal YouTube channel, Vladdviever on YouTube. You can catch me on Twitter at Vladdviever. GDG Gaming is our website where we, in theory, post some stuff. We will get better with that in time. I am going to start posting my old videos for the stream coming up on the Vladdviever, or not, on the JDG YouTube channel. And of course, if you are watching this on YouTube, I will provide links in the descriptions. So definitely check it out. Check me out, and I'll hopefully have a regular schedule coming up soon. That way it's not just randomly in the middle of the week. So thank you again for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next week.